it is really important that we identify people that we can look up to. So people who have done the things that we want to do, who have bought their first homes, who have bought investment properties, people who are similar to us, people who are like us in terms of age, background, aspirations, and we kind of like to see how they did it. We look at the steps they took to get to where they want to get to. We look at the mistakes they made so that hopefully we can not make the same mistakes, and we just kind of like look at their story, and we keep ourselves motivated along our own journey so that we don't give up, so that we keep motivated and that we keep working towards our property goals. Okay love, so I'm Rachel Abbey and I do videos all about adulting. So whether that's about self-development, looking after your mental health, getting on the property ladder or saving up for the future, I do videos all about basically creating the dream lives that we also want to create for ourselves. So if any of those topics interest you, definitely subscribe to the channel. Now today I wanted to share with you the way I have kept myself motivated along my property journey. I have found it so helpful watching other people's journeys here on YouTube, and I think we live in a day and age where we are so privileged to be able to have people showcasing how they've achieved their property goals, how they bought their first homes here on YouTube, because it just makes it so much more attainable for us that are just starting out and just getting started on this journey. There are 5 people in particular who have really inspired me to save up for my own property and get myself on the property ladder, and I wanted to share their YouTube channels with you today, just in case you're like me and you need motivation to keep going, to keep saving. So the first person who has deeply inspired me on this property journey is Jade Van Biel. Now she is a Londoner, she is a young black lady, very intelligent, very eloquent. She was able to buy her home at the young age of 23. Imagine, she had saved up a 27k deposit by the age of 23. I was blown away because I don't know what I was doing at the age of 23, but it definitely wasn't saving up for my first home. So she definitely has her head screwed on very tightly. She's obviously very career driven, she's very goal oriented, she just knows what she's doing and she has a long-term vision and purpose, and to me that is so inspirational, and it really inspired me to start saving up my own money and to actually get on the property ladder. Okay, so the next YouTuber that I have found so inspirational and so motivating on my property saving journey is Grace Anastasia. I absolutely love Grace. She is so down to earth and she hasn't had an easy background. I'm not going to go into her story. Go over to her channel and watch her videos if you want to understand just some of the stuff that she's been through, but she hasn't had it easy and she's just made it for herself, and I'm just so in awe of what she's achieved and also how she continues to remain so driven for the future. Grace was 26 when she bought her first home and she saved £22,000 in 1 year to put towards her property. Again, these are just like mind-blowing figures. I don't know how these girls did it, but I just take my hat off to them because they're obviously so driven and so motivated, and they're really persistent. What I love about Grace is that she uses her YouTube channel to actually share really practical and tangible tips about how to save money, how to get on the property ladder, things to be mindful of like taking out an equity loan or using ISAs to save. And she's also sharing her journey about wanting to buy a second property, looking at investing, looking at potentially trading as well. So she's just taking us along with her, and I think that's so nice because sometimes when we're on YouTube, people just come online and just share their stories once they've made it, once they've achieved their grand goals, and they don't really necessarily share like how they actually got there. So that's why I love watching Grace's journey, Grace's videos, because she's actually telling us what's on her mind, what she's thinking, what she's considering, what isn't working out for her. And it's just really nice to see someone who's of a similar age, you know, really like acing it in life and really striving towards her goals and making stuff happen for her. So yeah, check out Grace Anastasia if you haven't done so already. Loves, I just wanted to jump on and remind you to like this video if you're enjoying these recommendations, and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more videos about saving up for your first home and getting on the property ladder. Okay, let's get back to the video. My third favourite property YouTuber is Lara Joanna Jarvis. The reason why I'm drawn towards Lara is because she is so normal. She's just literally like your best friend. Like, I don't feel like there's any kind of difference between myself and her. Like, I completely relate to her, and it's because she's so relatable, and in my opinion she's really transparent about her property journey. She hasn't actually bought her first home yet, so she's still living with her family in like social housing in council property. But what she shows you is her journey towards buying her first home. She's showing kind of like the good and the bad. It makes you able to relate to her journey, because we all know that real life isn't just, you know, just climbing upwards. Sometimes we do have knockbacks, sometimes we do have setbacks, and things don't always go according to plan. She literally shares, you know, the issues she's been having in trying to get a mortgage in the first place, like when her earnings haven't been enough each tax year to enable her to actually get a mortgage. She's taken us on her house hunting journey. You know, she's got very like in-depth personal talks with her husband about, you know, them talking about money, and it may taken them slightly longer than expected to get on the property ladder. She's shown us when she's been able to put an offer on a property, but then she's had to, you know, pull out of the process because there were issues getting a mortgage. So that's why I really relate to Lara, and that's why I really love watching her property videos, because I have been on my own property saving journey for 2 years, and we do need things that keep us motivated and keep us going when we're saving up for something as big as a house for a number of years. Sometimes it is quite easy to feel quite down or disheartened, and just, yeah, when times get tough, or when we just feel like this isn't happening as quickly as possible, it can feel really demotivating. So not that I'm like taking pleasure in Lara's misfortune, but it is nice when people who you look up to on YouTube share the good and the bad, and that's what Lara definitely does, in my opinion. And you know, I do hope she gets her house, she's able to find her dream house that she can afford really soon. But in the meantime, I think it is so strengthening and uplifting, sorry, for us to be able to watch people who are sharing their journeys online on YouTube, but are actually sharing the reality of it, and you know, their thoughts and their feelings whilst they're in the thicket of it. So whilst they're actually going through all the emotions, going through the setbacks, going through the highs and the lows, because it really helps us realize that, hey, we're just normal as well. Like, what we're experiencing is normal, and it is to be expected, and things don't always go as smooth sailing as people perhaps purport that they go on YouTube. Okay, so the fourth property YouTube channel that I truly enjoy is Move IQ. Now, Move IQ is a YouTube channel started by Phil Spencer. So you probably have heard of Phil Spencer. He's a really well-known TV presenter. He actually was the person who presented the program Location. So if you're from the UK and you're interested in property and like interiors, you probably know who Phil Spencer is. But essentially, he started his own property YouTube channel, and he's just like dishing out tips to help first-time buyers get on the property ladder. So the reason why I love the Move IQ channel so much is because he's literally given us practical tips, like how-tos, like how to apply for a mortgage, how to get a survey done on your house, you know, what to look for when you're viewing a home. Just such tangible tips. It's just like he's giving it to us all. His videos are really empowering, because you actually leave them with like next steps, like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to make sure that I look out for this, and he just really leave his videos being more aware and like more knowledgeable of the entire process. So if you're a first time buyer and you're literally like brand new to all of this and you're just not sure like what to do or what happens or what question to ask the sellers or to ask your mortgage lender, etc., Move IQ is definitely a great channel to watch. So my fifth favourite property YouTube channel at the moment is Bricks with Tips. Now I discovered Bricks with Tips's channel probably a year ago, I would say, and I've got my partner onto the channel and he really enjoys watching it as well. So I don't even know what his real name is, to be honest, but I call him Bricks with Tips. So it's mainly him doing the videos, uploading the videos, but I am aware that he actually he kind of like has created this entity with his wife. So he's got an Instagram profile or page as well that his wife mainly manages, where they again give tips about how to get on the property ladder, how to renovate your home, you know, stuff to do with stamp duty, getting a mortgage, etc, etc. So I really love the Bricks with Tips YouTube channel because he is just so relatable. I'm from London. I love his London accent. He's just so unapologetic, and that's what I truly love about him. He comes online, he's really real, he's just like being his true self, which is absolutely amazing. Yet he has so much knowledge about the property industry and investing in properties, like how to get buy-to-lets. So he actually bought his first home in Kent, and then from what I remember, he bought a second home, an investment home, and then he's bought the home that he lives in, which is, I believe it's either it's in London or just outside of London. He has 3 properties in his portfolio, and he's a millennial. He's from London, so it's not like any of these property YouTube channels that I'm sharing with you today, they've come from wealth. I don't know about Phil Spencer, but most of them, you know, they're very normal people like us. They're young people, they've saved and worked hard for their money, and they've taught themselves about property and investing in property and how to get on the property ladder. So Bricks with Tips is an amazing YouTube channel to watch because you actually have a good time as you're watching his videos. He makes you laugh, he busts his jokes at the same time of dishing out the property tips, but he's really knowledgeable, so you actually learn a lot whilst you're watching his videos, and he truly is a joy to watch. I can't wait for him to upload more videos. He and his wife have had a baby, so you know, they're just, yeah, the videos have slowed down essentially, but I really cannot wait for him to upload more videos because he's such an inspiration. He knows a lot about money and he definitely has his head screwed on tightly. So yes, so those are my 5 top property YouTube channels that I personally watch that have helped me a ton along my property saving journey. One, just in terms of opening up my eyes to what is available and to what's actually possible for us as young professionals, young millennials, to actually save money and get on the property ladder. And 2, just seeing them as they continue to grow on their own personal journeys. You know, most of them have bought their first houses now, and then they're looking towards what's next and how to buy house number 2. So yeah, it's their channels are just really great to keep you motivated along your journey, and then to also open your horizons and think about the bigger picture and what you can do with this money that you're acquiring through your properties. Let me know if you've watched any of these 5 YouTube channels before. Leave a comment below, and if you have found this video helpful today, definitely give it a like, click the like button. Also check out my house buying playlist. So I've created a playlist about all of my videos that I have done related to me getting on the property ladder as a first time buyer. So check out that playlist. I'll leave the link in the description box. Also subscribe to my channel for more videos about saving up for the future and buying your first home. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out on my next video. But yeah, I just truly want to thank you so much for watching this video today. I truly appreciate your presence here, and I know that I will see you shortly for my next property related video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.